Hey girls, it's Katie. I'm 26 weeks today, and I have got a ton of stuff to say, so I'm just gonna dive right in. Oh, the light's really bad. So 26 weeks, the honeymoon continues. I'm still feeling good. I'm happy and healthy. I feel like I'm just about the perfect size, where I like how I look. People can tell I'm pregnant, but I'm not like too big, you know? I'm not uncomfortable yet, so yeah, life is good. The temperatures have been in the 80s here this week already, and I think I am having a few symptoms of dehydration on and off. I drink a ton of water. I drink like a Nalgene plus a cup of tea plus water or juice with every meal every day, just normally. But I think with the rising temperature and maybe hormonal stuff, I'm gonna have to start increasing that more. I've had a few mild headaches this week, and I've seen a little bit of an uptick in Braxton Hicks. Not so many that you know, I'm concerned about preterm labor or anything. I think you should be concerned if you have more than 4 in an hour, which I don't, but I probably have half a dozen a day, and just a couple of weeks ago I would have maybe you know, 1 or 2 a day. So my sleep is interrupted. I don't sleep real well just for positioning, and I find I'm just waking myself up and I don't really feel tired, so I'm perfectly happy to sort of just lay there and think about things and plan things, and I don't really get fatigued during the day at this point either. So yeah, I'm just having lots of time in the dark to be alone with my thoughts, I guess. I had my glucose test today, which was a piece of cake. I had the orange flavor, that's all they had. But yeah, it just tastes like flat pop, which I think is gross, but I just downed it pretty much as fast as I could, and just a blood test, so hopefully the results will be okay. And that'll be the end of it. I've been craving a lot of sweet, fatty stuff this week, or mostly fatty, but I've been doing pretty good. Like, I've been totally craving like huge burritos with everything and cheesecake and stuff like that, but I haven't actually eaten anything like that. Oh, I wanted to show you guys the color of the baby's room. We haven't started painting yet because we need some plaster work done in there that we were going to do ourselves, but this is a really old house, and we know that there is lead paint in deeper layers of, you know, in there, and yeah, so we're gonna get professionals to do that part of the job just for health. But so it's gonna be a little while until we can actually do the painting, but here's the color. It's the middle one. It's kind of pretty. It's like an aqua. This is the paint is from Lowe's. It's the Olympic brand, and they have one, obviously all the paint we're getting is the zero VOCs. Oh gosh, the light's so stupid. Zero VOCs, so no chemicals, and or as low chemical as they can make it, and it really doesn't have a strong smell or anything. We did paint our bathroom over the weekend, and it was pretty amazing how little smell there was or anything. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys that. If you haven't checked out my last video, right after I posted it, a couple of the sites I mentioned went down for maintenance for spring break or something, so it turned out to be really bad timing. But I think that at least one of them is back up now, so if you haven't checked out the video, go ahead so you can see all the links to these sort of like deal-a-day websites where you can get really good deals on baby stuff. Somebody suggested another site that follows the same model that I hadn't heard of, so I wanted to share that. Also, it is mamabargains.com, so check them out also. Coming up in the next few weeks, we have a lot going on, of course, when we're getting down to the wire here, but in videos, well, sort of the stuff that we're going to be dealing with and thinking about over the next couple of weeks, that will come into my videos, I'm sure. Working on a birth plan or more of one, and I have a pretty clear idea of sort of how I want things, but sort of refining that and deciding if we're going to use a doula. I have a good friend coming to visit next weekend from Los Angeles, so I'm super excited for that. A friend here is throwing us a baby shower in mid-April, so you'll hear more about that, as I do. I don't know, it's sort of a surprise. She's sort of just like taking the reins, so it's cool. Nobody's ever thrown me a party, I don't think, except for like my parents when I was 5 years old, you know? And then at the end of April, we are going to go visit my parents. I'm really excited about that. We were able to reschedule from the trip we had planned when we ended up in the hospital instead. But it's going to be right at the tail end of when I feel comfortable traveling. I think I'll be 32 weeks at that point. But hopefully, I think I'll still be feeling good and it'll be worth it. Also, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to go to a chiropractor for some chronic back issues that have been bothering me more, as I thought that they might just in pregnancy. So yeah, you'll hear more about that in the future too. You may have noticed that Mike has been sort of expressing more of an interest in my videos, sort of like trying to say hi and that kind of stuff. So we did the husband tag video a few weeks ago. I just haven't edited it yet, but it's really funny. He was like dying to do it as soon as he heard about it, because he thought it was going to be about him. So keep an eye out for that. I think I'll try to upload it this next week at some point. And you can tell, like, as the video progresses, he starts to realize that it's really not questions about him. I'm also thinking about maybe doing a video on our cloth diaper stash so far. We don't have too much at this point because we've registered for most of the diapers that hopefully we'll get. But I do have a few things that I've been able to collect. I'm thinking about sharing that with you and getting your feedback. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that so far. Lastly, so I try to keep things really positive on my channel, but I did want to share one article that I came across this week, just because it concerns all of us really. So there was a Slate.com article about YouTube and about women, specifically women sharing their pregnancy test results on YouTube. They sort of like termed this or coined this phenomenon a womb tube. I'll put a link to the article so you can read it for yourself. They feature a few videos. One of them is one of my all-time favorite YouTube videos that is a pregnancy test result from Amy. Her channel name is ThisPlaceIsNowAHome, and she also has a blog that I follow. That video is just beautiful. But the person writing the article really misses the point. You can tell that they're just not a part of the TTC community on here, and they just really don't get sort of why you would ever look to strangers, you know, she says, for support and sharing this major moment in your life and everything. So yeah, that was just my feeling. Just sort of insensitive, just doesn't get it. So I'll go, like I said, go ahead and check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm just gonna do a quick belly shot. Today is St. Patrick's Day. I am not at all Irish, but I came home from work and I did put on a green skirt for luck, I guess. One of the emails I got today said that baby this week is around the size of an eggplant or the size of 3 russet potatoes, which I thought was really cute for St. Patrick's Day. So I've got my potatoes here. Unfortunately, I only had really tiny ones left, but you sort of get the idea. Is this good enough? No, that's not better. This? I don't know. Okay, so 26 weeks. It was really interesting to hear people's responses last week when I asked how you think I'm carrying. To me, it feels so low. But most people said, oh, they just think it's in the middle or even high. So just goes to show you really can't tell on yourself. Oh, so here's my little potato baby. These are too small. Yeah, never mind. All right, that'll do it. My fingers are crossed for everyone who's testing this weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody. The best thing about the 25th week is that I finally sort of got like the nesting feeling. And we made a ton of progress last weekend just on the house. That sort of like a spring cleaning, you know, renovation, making this place our own. We worked outside in the yard, Mike trimmed trees, I did some gardening, and like I said, we painted our bathroom. So it just feels really good to sort of, you know, start to put everything in order and clean up and just make more of a nest. So hopefully we'll have another one of those productive weekends this weekend.